Ever feel drained in your relationship, like you're giving 100% and the other person is not holding their weight? If you ever felt this way, it's probably a sign that you're missing some key ingredients in establishing some strong emotional boundaries. And in this video, I'm gonna give you 6 emotional boundaries that every relationship needs. But before we get started, do me a favor and hit that like button. Now, the first emotional boundary that every relationship needs is to be clear on your commitment. Now, I believe that this is huge, and this is one of the things that I did in my relationship and took the lead on, is to be clear on the expectation of the relationship. You see, people get in trouble in their relationship because they don't communicate exclusivity. Are y'all exclusive or not? Are y'all dating multiple people? One of the things we say is do not date multiple people. Make sure you establish that this relationship is exclusive. Also, how often are you going to see each other? Is it 1 time a week, 2 times a week? Are you going to go see each other on the weekends only, or even go to church together? Are you going to birthday parties together or family events? You need to communicate your commitment level. I believe many times people think commitment level equals being physical, like sleeping together, shacking up, cohabitating. However, this is not what being clear on your commitment level really means. One of the things that we suggest is to go out on a date and actually write a vision for your relationship. This is where you start spelling out your commitment level to the other person. Now, if you want help in writing a vision for your relationship or how to establish boundaries in your relationship, me and my wife would love to jump on a call with you. Over the last 6 years, me and my wife have spent hundreds of hours being trained, being coached, studying, researching this topic on relationships. And we are now opening up our calendars just for you. So if you're ready to gain the clarity and confidence in your relationship, in the description below, we do have a link to jump on a call. And on that call, we will see where you are, where you want to go, and develop a roadmap so you can honor God in your relationship. So the second one is to take responsibility for our emotions. You see, no one can make you feel some type of way. However, we must communicate in a healthy way how we feel. And so one of the suggestions we have is to sit down with the person and simply say, when you did this, this is how I felt. And if you do that in a healthy way, you'll start building bridges in your relationship and not craters. Also, you're not responsible to always cater to somebody's emotions, trying to make them feel happy when they're sad all the time. Listen, that will leave you drained. You can't fix people. You see, that's their relationship with the Lord and vice versa. Now, number 3 is a big one. Do not rush to say, I love you. Do not rush to say, I love you. You see, one of the things that me and my wife did was wait to say, I love you, because this can be a meaningless declaration that this person might have said, I love you to 4 or 5 other people besides you. Do not rush to say, I love you to certain people, because you can create soul ties and deep connection with somebody that God has not called you to be with. Also, this actually exposes some insecurities that they're not really secure in who they are or who the Lord is in your life or in their life, and they will throw out I love you just to control you and even manipulate you. Number 4 is to still have your own life. Now, if you're still in the dating or courting phase, you still can have your own life, meaning that you can go out with your friends, and also you're allowing the person that you're courting to have fun and go out with their friends. You see, you're not trying to control the other person. However, you need to pace yourself. And I talk about this in my book, Completely Single, how we need to pace ourselves in relationships. Why? Because we need to learn how to have self-control, and you're going to be spending your whole life with this person when you get married. And so you still need to have fun, go out with your friends, go out with your small group members, alone and separate. And then when you start getting more serious, you can have that conversation where you are coming together and going out with each other's friends. So why do we say this? Because there might be a possibility that you guys break up. And if you guys break up, your whole world was with that person, and it will feel like your world is shattering. And so that's why we say pace yourself in having your own life, going out with your friends and family, and just enjoying the friendships and the family God has already given you. Now, the next emotional boundary is to have a boundary on your communication. Now, this is the boundary of how long you are speaking throughout the day. Now, you should not be on the phone or talking to this person, especially in the beginning, all day long. You need to put a boundary on your communication, even putting a boundary before you go to sleep. And I believe me and Kennedy put a boundary on how long we spoke, especially at nighttime. And so we suggest that you put a boundary on how long you are speaking with that significant other. Another point is to put a boundary on our mouth and what we say. You see, sometimes in our relationship, we're saying things that we said in the past because we are hurt from that past relationship. So we bring those same type of words in our current relationship. We need to go to the Word of God and remember what James 1:19 says. Be quick to listen and slow to speak. You see, sometimes even in our culture, we will say certain words because it might be familiar or even funny in our culture. Nevertheless, these words can actually cut deep in the person that you are courting. The last emotional boundary that you need to consider for your relationship is to not pray too early with the person. Here, there can be unintentional spiritual intimacy that can take place. Also, there can be a false sense of unity and connection before marriage, and this is dangerous. You see, if you're not sure about the person, like if this is God's best for you or God is calling you into marriage, you want to avoid praying too early because they can use this as spiritual manipulation and control. You don't want to end up in a position where you're codependent on the person, that you only pray when that other person prays. You want to have a separate prayer life and also have accountability of the same sex that you pray with. Now, when you move on into your relationship, especially in engagement, yes, you're going to start praying together. You're going to start praying about your living situation. You're going to start praying about your finances, about your future marriage, and also your family. These are just some of the reasons you need to be cautious about praying with the person that you are dating. Now, if you are single or even dating, watching this, and you have been praying for the peace, the purpose, and even partnership in your relationship, listen, me and my wife will love to jump on a call with you. In the description below is a link. And on that call, we want to see where you are, where you want to go, and develop a roadmap so you can honor God in your relationship. Now, if God has been speaking to you about getting married and you feel that God is preparing you for a spouse, you probably want to watch this video right here.